Hello friends, welcome to my channel. Welcome to Daily Code Challenges and also Happy New Year, right? Yeah, so it's 2024 and we are all excited, right? So yesterday I was not able to do any code challenge, right? So that's why today has to be, or today is day 31. Yesterday should have been day 31, but it is what it is. So today is day 31 in our daily code challenge, and let's see what we have. So I'll simply just close all these parts and then, all right. So we have reversed strings. The challenge says write a function reverse string that accepts an argument string. The function should return a new string containing reverse characters. All right, let me zoom this in a little bit. Okay, taking line 6 to explain what this challenge is all about, right? What this challenge is all about is when we write this function should be able to return the reverse of each of these string arguments, such as hello world, galaxy, and JavaScript. So for hello world, it's going to be DLROW space OLLEH. For galaxy, it begins with Y and then ends with G. For JavaScript, it starts with C and ends with J, following that order, right? So that's what this challenge is all about. All right, so let's see how we can get into this. Let's see how we can solve this. I think the first thing we need to do is to write a function and then give it a name and then put in the parameter, right? That's the normal thing we do. And then instead of us counting or reading from the left to right, or rather instead of us iterating from left to right in this case, we are going to start our iteration from right, and every word we come across, every character we come across, we push it to a new string. So we push or we add D to a new string. The next one is L. We add it or we push it to a new string and it goes on till it gets to H. And that goes for Galaxy and JavaScript. All right, so let's head into the code implementation. All right, so the first thing we do is to write a function keyword. So I select the autocomplete. So we have the function keyword, and the next thing we want to write is the function name. You say reverse string. Then the parameter is called string. All right. So the next thing we need to do is to loop through the string arguments, right? So we use the for loop. We say for let index equals 0. I am going to change the index to I. All right. Change array to string. All right. And also remove this line of code. We don't need it. Now, here is what we need to do. Looking at this part here, we know that our loop is going to start from index 0, which means we are starting from the left. And then we end at the last index. That's why we have I less than string length, right? And we are going in a step of 1. Okay, what we need to do is to reverse this movement. We need to start we need to start the iteration from right to left. That means you have to start from D and then end at H. So what we do is we come here, we change this plus plus to minus minus. That means we are moving in opposite direction, right? Then the next thing we need to do is we remove this and we place it here, because we are no longer starting from the first character. 0 represents the index of the first character, and we are no longer starting from the first character. Rather, we are going to start from the last character. That's saying string dot length minus 1. String dot length here, it represents the length of this entire string. If you count the characters in there, let's count. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Space is also a character. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, right? If we have 11 characters in our string, that means that the maximum index we can have is 10, right? So that's the idea. That's the idea for having this minus 1. That means 11 minus 1, that's 10. Because JavaScript is an index-based language, so we start counting from 0. From 0 to 10, that's 11 characters. All right. So next thing we do is, since we want to start from the last and then end at the first, we say I greater than or equal to 0. That means that our iteration is going to be anywhere or everywhere from the last character to the first character, right? So the next thing we want to do is we want to pick each of the characters moving from right to left and then adding those characters to a new string. Let's call that new string, let's call it reverse string, right? But spelled differently as the function name. So here we are going to be using the let keyword because we won't be using a const here. Const means we won't be able to add or remove anything from the string, right? But here let allows us to change the data in the string, right? In the string variable. All right. So here we say let's reverse string. Let's call it this way, and then assign this to an empty string. Then on line 9, we say reverse string plus equal to each of the character from right to left. And that is represented by saying string I, right? Because string is the entire, this str is the entire string. In this case, we have hello world, and I simply means each of the characters in the string. So next we want to do is we need to return this new string, which is a reverse form of the original string, right? So we say return rev string, that's reverse string. All right, so let's save this code and then let's run and see what we get. Oh, okay, all right. So here we can see that for hello world we have DLROW, yes, space OLLEH, yes. For Galaxy, we have YXALAG, that's correct. And for JavaScript, we have the same. All right, so this is a code implementation for reverse string. I'm simply going to copy this and then place this here. Also, I come here, place this here, and also use JavaScript reversed. I place it here as well. All right, so with this, we've been able to implement the code for reverse string, right? So this is how I've been able to do mine, and I'll be really glad to also see your code implementation. When you've done yours as well, when you find other ways of doing it, please share under the comment section so I can see your code implementation. All right, thank you. Happy New Year once again, and bye.